Hi everyone, welcome to Pawpaw's Workshop. You know, doing that live stream was a lot of fun. It was a great experiment, and yes, my son did catch me by surprise. But I was glad I was able to do these stars for this blue field for you and show you live how it's done. Well, after we ended the live session, I went ahead and carved the next two. I did the Boy Scouts with their logo on the blue field, and I also did the Betsy Ross. So we're going to do that in this video today. So let's get started. All right, we just finished the live session, and I know it was running a little bit long, so this is going to be another part of the video. But I'm just going to take this off real quick and set up my next blue field. And it's nice having the bump stops here because my XY0 point is going to remain the same, and I'm not going to have to reset that. So we just loosen it, slide this out of the way, and then we can drop the next one in place. And that's exactly where it needs to be. And then we just clamp it down again. Use this, it's actually faster to do it. There we go. There we go. And this just slides right back up on top because the bump stop underneath is securing it in place. And it's held in place by the screws on the back side. And this holds in with the screws on the front. Alright, XY0 already done. There's no setting for that. Just tighten it all down. And we're ready to go. Let me go ahead and get my stars brought up and we're ready to carve it. Now the stars for this Betsy Ross flag was done all in Easel. And I'll put a link up top to the video where I designed that in Easel. Okay, we're going to set the third one up now. Just drop it in place, slide it over, and we're ready to clamp it down again. That makes it so easy to do that. And I really like these T-wrenches. They make it go a lot quicker also. And just like that, guys, tighten this up, and we're ready to carve. We're going to do the Scout emblem on the stars. To design this Boy Scout flag, what I did is I found this logo on Google, and it was a free clip art, and it was already an SVG file. To be able to design this logo with the Scout emblem inside of the stars, it's actually very simple to do. So the first thing that I did is I just went up to the file, and I had created the stars in Easel, and this was the file right here. So I'm going to open that into a new window, and I'm going to put a link to this in the description so that you'll be able to have access to these stars. So what I'm doing is just opening up a new window, and I'm coming up to the file menu, open it, and then I'm going to go ahead and open the stars into a brand new window. Now then, what I'll do is bring that logo over. What I'm going to do is just highlight this emblem that I brought in from Google, and I'm just going to copy it. And then I'm going to go down to my new window, open it up, and I'm going to paste it into the new window. I'm also going to do the same thing with the stars. I've opened up the stars, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight all the stars, and I'll do the same thing. I will copy and bring it over into the new workpiece, and I will go ahead and paste that into the file. And there we have the stars. Now what's nice, these are still individual components, and I want to make sure that this is centered in the workpiece itself, which is 13 by 10.5. So I'm just going to come up here and center to the material, and you can see that it is centered. And then I'm going to take this one, and we're going to do the same thing. Now I do want to be able to size this accordingly, but first what I'm going to do is go ahead and bring this into the workpiece, and all I have to do is just click on the center of the material, and I'm going to go ahead and enlarge that to the size that I want, and I can do this right on top of the stars. That's not a problem at all. And that actually looks pretty good right there. Maybe a little bit bigger. All right. And now let's go ahead and center everything to the material. And the other thing that I want to go ahead and do now, let's change the depth of the cut so everything is the same. And we'll just put this at 0.2 of an inch for right now. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is zoom in, and we're going to start highlighting the stars and eliminating the stars one at a time. So I can click on that and delete it. The star that's right there, I'll cut it. Same thing here. Now I'm just going to go ahead and continue cutting the stars until I have all the stars out that I need and only left with the ones that I want. And then at that point, we'll be ready to carve. And then after I removed all the stars, this is the result. And I went ahead, so I'm ready to carve this. I moved this whole entire area down to where my XY0 is right in the center. The preview, of course, does not show everything because it's actually off of the work area, but it still carves just fine. The computer doesn't know the difference. Now we're actually ready to carve, but one thing that I have always said to do before carving is go ahead and hit the simulate. So that's what we're going to do right now. And it does a couple of things. It makes sure that everything is going to carve correctly, and it makes sure that there's nothing out of the ordinary out there. And you can see that this shows the tool path and exactly how it's going to cut. So this is going to work great. And on to carving. The thing that I want to be able to point out, and I am using a 90-degree bit, and I'm using the standard feed rates, which was 40 inches a minute because it was set for the birch plywood. Now I could easily have speeded this up, but I chose not to for this video. And again, it takes about 25 minutes to be able to carve. All right, I just took all of these off of the X-Carve, and I wanted to show you. This is the one that was done with the G-code from the VCarve Desktop, and I'm going to zoom in so that you can see that, and you can see it's very crisp, it looks great, and there is no need to do any sanding. Now then, the next one I want to show you is the one that I designed in Easel, and if you look at those stars, they look almost identical. The size was the same, and that was by design, and I also made the depth the same. And if you look, it's still very crisp, very clear. So guys, I got to say, hats off to the Inventables team. Even though it will cut a little bit slower, it does cut with very professional results. The third one that I did was the Boy Scout logo, and this is directly off the machine, so I'm going to go ahead and blow the dust off of this. Okay. Now if you take a look at this, you can also see that the detail is remarkable, and there's really no cleanup that is necessary at all. So I'm looking forward to finishing these flags, but I did want to show you these 3 blue fields, and I think they turned out, quite frankly, excellent. I don't think there's any other word to be able to use for that. Hi everyone, thank you for watching my video today. If you like the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and the little bell next to it so you'll be notified on the different videos that I upload. Also, check out the videos over here to be able to stay up to date on the happenings in my shop. So again, thank you for watching my videos.